Hey, missed ya. I'm Selna, America's face of dating, and today I'm going to be giving to you short and sweet and to the point because I have a loaded schedule today. I have an interview after this with the San Francisco Post about my new book, and so Team SK always comes first, right? So I had to deliver this gem of value to you about going for and getting the kiss. It's a very powerful, very simple, very easy technique to go and get that kiss with her. And it's 99% effective. And the reason I have to say 99% effective is because there is always that one person that it doesn't work for them and they do it totally wrong, and then they're in my DMs in 2 seconds like, it didn't work how you told me to. And so I have to give you this disclaimer. If you have, it's very, very simple. You just have to follow my instructions. If you have a brain in your head and you have lips, which by the looks of it, you got some great lips that are going to be using this on plenty of people, then you should be able to pull this off. So let's jump right into it. One very key ingredient to making sure a woman continues to chase you, continues to try to seek your validation, comes in the form of making sure that you constantly are a mystery to her, that she's staying curious about her, that you're not giving her all of you, but it may seem like you're going to, and then there's always just like something that keeps her wanting more, keeps her chasing more, right? And one of the key ingredients to that is staying the mystery. So this technique, you can pull it off, and the double whammy of making sure that she's always chasing you is what I'm going to tell you at the very end. And so this technique that I'm going to share with you is known as the scale of 1 through 10. And here's how you do it. So midway through the conversation, at some emotional high point, you need to ask her this question. This question comes from a very, very high status person. You ask her, how good of a kisser are you on a scale of 1 through 10? And that question is only going to come from someone who obviously has some social proof, who believes in themselves, who believes that they're a great kisser, right? Why would a bad kisser ask that question? Why would a man who's not confident in himself ask that question to a girl, right? So you're already framing this conversation as if you're very, very high status, you're very, very high value. And so you ask her, how good of a kisser are you on a scale of 1 through 10? And she's going to look at you, and this is going to split up into a Y. There's going to be 2 paths. And so path A, she looks back and she's like, I'm like a... Let's say she's like, I'm like a 7.5, I'm like an 8. Usually they'll say like they're like an 8, right? And what you do for path A, if she says that, you need to look back at her and you'd be like, I think you should have more confidence in yourself. You pull her in and you give her the kiss, and that's what you do if she says 8 and below. However, you are going to get those girls sometimes, trust me, you're going to get those girls, especially on alcohol, that are like on path B, very cocky, very confident, let's say, in their kissing ability. And they're going to be like, I'm a 10. Like, I'm a 9. I'm a 10. Like, my lips are made for kissing. I'm perfect for kissing, right? Like, no guy could ever deserve to kiss these luscious lips of mine. And you need to look at her. If she says that, she's very cocky. If she's very confident, you need to be like, damn, you're cocky. Prove it. You pull her in and you kiss her. But here's the key, is that after you get done kissing her, you need to pull back from the kiss first, right? You pull back from the kiss first, and the reason that you do that is because it's going to keep her second guessing herself. She's going to be like, why did you pull back from the kiss first? Every other guy that I've kissed, they want to kiss me, and they force themselves onto me too much, but this guy, he like backed away. Like, it's a very, very high value man move. So you pull back from the kiss first, and then you look at her and you be like, yeah, you're like an 8.5. You turn away and you give her the smirk, right? She's like, oh, and slaps your arm or whatever. And so you do that because that's what keeps her guessing, that's what keeps her chasing you, that's what keeps her seeking your validation, is when you kiss her, but then you pull away and there's always that but in there, right? And so the reason that you do that, so instead of explaining it more in depth, let me provide you with a metaphor here. So if you've ever played with a cat with a string, and you keep the string above its head and it's swatting at the string is kind of get the string, right? Is when you're dangling it above its face. But as soon as you drop that string, and it falls on the floor, that cat goes up and sniffs it maybe a little bit, and it's like, it gets bored of it and walks away. And that's what it's like with a woman. So it's like, if you continue to kiss her, and she has to pull away first, then you're literally showing her all of your cards. It doesn't keep her chasing you, and it's like the string with the cat. You're literally showing her everything. You're giving her everything. You're showing her who you really are. And that's what makes her bored of you, when you give her everything like that. So you always must, like the cat example, like it's in your face, like it can touch it, it can swat at it, but it can never have it, right? And that's what keeps a man a curiosity, a challenging man. That is something so attractive and so underrated. And so that is one of the best methods to go for and get that kiss. I'm Selna Kim, America's Face of Dating. And if you need help with your dating and your attraction skills and your love life, then make sure that you hop into my book, Waking the Core of Man, where I discuss a lot more of those. I gotta go to my interview. I'll see you next time.